Clearly, you guys didn't listen to me in the last video when I told you to be nicer during my reviews. I forget to review Jimin's Smeraldo Garden Marching Band once and suddenly I'm a BTS auntie who never reviews BTS. You guys are a tough crowd, I'll give you that. But I'm back and I'm ready. So without further ado, I welcome you to my end of month review for the month of July. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. You can also go follow me on my other channels. But yeah, let's get into our first song of the month. If you guys are wondering where Kiss of Life Sticky and Forever by Baby Monster is, I accidentally reviewed them last month. So if you'd like to go hear my thoughts there, my thoughts have basically stayed the same. Actually, before we start with anything, we have to go through our tier list. Now, I got a lot of comments being like, why don't you like show us the tier while you're placing the songs anymore? Honestly, it's such a pain to edit and you guys trash me for these videos anyways, so I don't want to. So many of you are so sweet and kind. I just get so used to my news videos where people are talking about other people. Like, I'm kind of rarely mentioned in the equation. Like, people are heated towards other people, not always me. But then in these videos, it's like very concentrated towards me. Because these are my thoughts. Like, who else are you going to get mad at? But anyways, here are the tiers explained. So at the very top, of course, we have Big Booty Bop. These are for songs that are love at first sight immediately in the playlist. About to be streamed to hell and back. Well, to hell, that doesn't make a lot. You get what I mean. The Cup of Milk tier are for songs that I do enjoy, but it's not necessarily love at first sight and they don't stay on my playlist as long. Second Gen vibes are for songs that I like from afar. You know, if they randomly played on a playlist, I probably wouldn't skip them, but it's more of a casual enjoyment of the song. Followed by the skip tier, I would just simply skip these songs. Then we have the grower tier. These are for songs that I didn't quite like at first and then they ended up on my playlist. Then we have YG's Dungeon. These are for songs that I feel like could use a little bit more time in the dungeon to simmer to, you know, these are songs that I would change something about, like tangibly change something about. And then K-pop Hell, which we don't make use of because you guys are too sensitive. KLAXON by i-dle. Do you love it or hate it? I love you, baby. So I actually kept hearing snippets of this song on TikTok as one does, and honestly, let's just say the snippets didn't show off the song's best assets. I just kept hearing hong 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 hong. And honestly, from that moment, I was just like, ooh, I really don't think I'm gonna like this song. And I mean, to be fair, I did listen to the song on its own and I realized that like the song does have a lot of redeeming qualities. I think it's a fun summer song. It starts off super cute. So I'm thinking, wow, like, you know, how did we get to this? I don't know. Respectfully, I love, listen, I have to preface this by saying, because some of you are a little sensitive. I was Soyeon's #1 defender during Queen Card. Queen Card was a masterpiece. I still see tweets to this day about like, how did we go from songs like Hwa to Queen Card's amazing. What do you mean? You just didn't get the vision. And now maybe I'm on the other end not getting the vision of honk, 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 honk. And I'm more than willing to admit that. I'm more than willing to admit that that's totally fine. But just to let you know, I still am a Queen Card defender and will be till my death. Anyways, I say this very lovingly as someone who has no taste. I'm just not particularly fond of Shuha's tone in that part of the song. Just, I don't know, again, the honk, 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 it just kind of took me out of the experience of the song and didn't really tickle my fancy, personally. Obviously. I get so defensive when I make these videos because people be like, you're trying to pass your opinion off as fact. How? I don't like this song. You're trying to pass your opinion off as fact. Read a book. I don't know. Like, what do you mean? Now, again, it's not to say that the song doesn't have any redeeming qualities. Again, I think like it starts off as a fine and dandy summer song. It's just, as a whole, I'm not super on board. And I swear I initially put it in K-pop Hell. Oh my God, I didn't even explain the tiers. I probably did. You don't know any better. Do I still think it's K-pop Hell? Let's listen to a snippet of it, okay? I love you, baby. It's catchy. I'll give it, it's not K-pop Hell. This part seems so familiar to me. Yeah. Okay, I can see the vision. I can definitely see the vision. Like, it's kind of, it's super quirky, right? Like, honk, honk, hit the klaxon. Like, I get it. You know what? I'm actually going to save this song for a rainy day. Well, let's get to the honk honk part and then then we'll decide that. So not quite K-pop hell. But it was kind of close. Oh, and of course I've also mentioned the whole like I love you, baby. Really reminded me of Frankie Valli's Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright. Originally in my video where I was reacting to the song, whatever, not really, but you get what I mean. In my news video, I said Frank Sinatra because I looked it up, the lyrics, and it said Frank Sinatra. And then a lovely commenter was like, actually, it's not Frank Sinatra. Like, it's literally an imposter. Like, Frank Sinatra never sang the song. And it's so weird because if you look up the song, like there's so many Frank Sinatras singing it, but apparently it's not even Frank Sinatra. I don't get it, but I just wanted to share that with you. So we now have Cheeky Icy Thing by STAYC. With a title like that, I was super intrigued, so let's talk about it. Immediately we're hit with a slap in the face with some very strong second gen vibes. I'm gonna be honest, I remember the chorus of the song because I think it's quite memorable. For the rest of it, let's give it a listen again. This is another song where like I get the vision. Like I love the thought behind it. I get the vision. It's another song that's like unserious. It's quirky. It doesn't take itself seriously. Duh. With Soompi actually describing this as a synth pop song with a funky shuffle rhythm that captures the cool as ice yet hot and cheeky charms of STAYC. Like that description just again sounds so fun, and I love the intention behind the song. However, for the sound itself, I actually feel quite lukewarm about it, which is sad because I really wanted to like it. But it's just really like the chorus came and went, and then all of a sudden we're at the second verse. I'm like, well, what did I just listen to? I'm not really sure what I just heard, which again is such a shame because I really wanted to like it, especially with lyrics that are just so ridiculous. On the rocks, whiskey, ring a ding dong. Like the chorus is in and of itself memorable, but at the same time I just wish the overall song was a bit more of an earworm. Like I think it has so much potential, like Cheeky Icy Thing. It's so retro and fun. I don't know, like when I listened to it I was like, I don't like it, but then I'm listening to it now and I'm just like, no, but like the vision though, like you don't get, it's just like KLAXON too, like, but I like KLAXON a little bit more than I did before, and I'm liking Cheeky Icy Thing a little bit more than I did initially. Like me from a month ago is not the same me that I am today. So is this another song I have to save for a rainy day? Because I was honestly just gonna skip it. Okay, we'll save it for a rainy day. But my initial thoughts were that like I just wish the chorus had more to it, like was just more of an earworm like I mentioned. But we'll save it for a rainy day. I think I need to give it another chance. I don't know. Now we have aespa's Japanese debut with Hot Mess. I'm a hot mess. I knew, not that I knew, but like I had a strong feeling that I would love this song before it came out. Just the teasers alone were amazing. I loved the styling. I loved the snippet that you could hear on TikTok. I just really liked the idea overall of Hot Mess paired with like, again, the early 2000s type styling, which was a hot mess, the black and the pink together. And just so sound wise, it was really a hot mess because it's SM in the most SM girliest way possible, which is my favorite type of SM. For example, the first verse, I know 2019 me would have roasted this, would have said this is K-pop hell, would have said that this is horrible. Let's listen to it. I'm a hot mess, hot mess. Hot to go, wrong song. I just know I would have hated this like 5 years ago. But now it's amazing. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. It's poetic. It's life-changing. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so noisy, but I love noisy now. Like I actually really don't mind noisy anymore like I did back then. And it's just so on theme for Hot Mess actually. And then of course my favorite lyric. You know, I still see people to this day slamming their Illusion lyric, "You're so yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy, tummy, tummy." I actually love that line. So this immediately ended up on my playlist. It was part of my pool party playlist as well. I listened to it while frolicking around in my 4-foot tall pool that's not actually mine, but details. Unimportant. An honorable mention that I wanted to bring up, however, is Karina's solo Up, which I've read would probably never officially see the light of day. Like, I'm constantly seeing this solo on my TikTok, and the comments are just like, SM didn't even release their last solos as official audios on Spotify, so we're probably never gonna hear this again. It's addictive. It's addictive. Should I show you a little something? Yeah. Obviously this was performed at their concert, so it's gonna sound a little weird. If I could, this would be Big Booty Bop as well as Hot Mess. Did I say Hot Mess is Big Booty Bop? This would also be Big Booty Bop if it had a studio version, which it does not currently. And everyone's like, parenthesis studio version, parenthesis fixed clean version. They're not. It actually reminds me of BB's I tend to sing them both together for whatever reason. But anyways, okay. Last month, CHUU had a song called Strawberry Rush, which is a cute name, and now she has a song called Honeybee, equally as cute. So let's check it out. The song sounds exactly like you would think it sounds. Sweet like honey, buzzing like a bee. I mean, I guess not really like a bee, more like, well, no, actually, the lyrics say, I spread my little wings. I was like, she's talking about a butterfly, but like literally bees have wings, duh. It's so cute. I think if the mood was just right, I would really enjoy this song. I think I'm gonna actually put it into second gen vibes, because if it randomly started playing, I don't think I would skip it. It's really pretty. Now we're gonna check out All Hours with their song Shock. The choreography we see immediately is quite cool. Everyone's hands are kind of making horns coming out of this member's neck, which reminded me of TVXQ's Catch Me choreography, but like a miniature version. Do you know what I mean? Because in TVXQ's Catch Me choreography, they have a bunch of backup dancers using their entire arms to create giant arms for the members, and here it's like they're using their hands to create what seems like horns. So it's like a miniature version. Anyways, I was just confused because it's like on the side of his neck, but it could have been like the side of his head, or is that too like, is that imagery a little too much? I don't know. But anyways, this song was very 3rd gen coded. They said, screw 5th gen dreamcore, we want to hype you up. All hours, every day I shock, shock, every night I shock, shock. Why does that sound so familiar though? I'm like, probably because I heard this song before, but doesn't it? Was this a TikTok sound? Somebody let me know. So I definitely think the song is enjoyable. I just don't think it's necessarily, like, I'm just not feeling it personally, so I'm gonna skip it. Taeyeon has made a comeback with Don't. You don't even need to mark it on your calendars when she's going to have a comeback, because you're gonna see it on TikTok. Her team is doing something right. I already knew this song would be on like instructions to not calling her and something about Charlie, but it was like unclear on who it was, and I don't know why this was such a universal experience. Everyone being like, okay, but who's Charlie? But what's going on? Who's Charlie? But I guess it's kind of like Peach PRC's song Josh, where she too instructs Josh to stop calling her very politely. A name's a name. It's just some guy. This is another kind of universal experience, I think, because I've seen a lot of people say this as well, where it's like, it almost sounds like she's asking Charlie to call her, because it's like, don't, da, 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 da. No, that's not it. Don't. Please call me Charlie. But like, it's kind of separated, so it's kind of like she's asking Charlie to call her rather than asking Charlie not to call her. But then somebody in my comment section was like, well, it's kind of like both. Like, she wants Charlie to call her and also doesn't want him to call her. Like, it's like relatable, right? You want something, well, you don't want something. So I was like, oh, that definitely makes sense. And then someone said something along the lines of like, they don't want, like, wait, let me find the comment. I can't find it, but someone was kind of saying like she doesn't want people to call her Charlie because her name is Chaeyeon. Do you get it? So I thought this had an early 2000s feel to the song, and I really enjoyed it. Straight to my playlist. Let's just give it a little listen. That was pretty clear, actually. Stop, don't call me. I think it has a really nice build up. Again, those early 2000s vibes. Do you feel them? I really like this song. Big booty bop for Miss Chaeyeon. Here we have a collab between ATEEZ and BE:FIRST with the song titled Hush Hush. I remember seeing a clip on TikTok and it's saying like ATEEZ or whatever. And then I was like, how old is this video? Because there was this one guy with like longish blonde hair and black roots. And I kind of saw like the back of his head, or I don't even know what scene it was. I'm like, Yeosung hasn't had that hair in so long. So I'm thinking like, how long ago was this filmed? But then I realized there's other people in this music video. So it was a split second, okay? Don't come for me. The first time I heard this song, I'll be honest, I was like, you know, it's all right. I'm not like super drawn to it or anything. But then I listened to it the other day and I was like, I don't remember it sounding like this. BE:FIRST, ATEEZ. I don't know BE:FIRST's music or anything, but this does feel very, you know, in line with ATEEZ. Anyways, I ended up liking it more than I thought I did initially. So I'm gonna put this song in second gen vibes. Moving on to TWICE's Japanese release, Dive. We start the music video off with some beautiful blue water, and you know how I feel about that? And then we start to see different underwater versions of TWICE, which is also so cute. Like there was a lighter pink version and then a darker version of them, like all underwater. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning. The styling is very mermaid-esque, and then everything ties together with don't wait up, don't hold back, dive into me. So visually, I was amazed. Life-changing, underwater theme, like what more could you want? I wanted to be in that colorful little underwater world, gorgeous, glowy world. Auditorily, however, I just wasn't sure that I loved it. It was definitely really vibey. I just thought maybe it's a little more retro than I tend to like. Why does this remind me so much of Espresso? The intro reminds me a lot of Espresso. What do I do? I think I'm gonna skip it for now, but you never know. Maybe like 2 months from now, it'll be on my playlist. We now have Stray Kids, Boom, which I swear to God I thought was set to be on the Deadpool Wolverine movie. Like I could have sworn I said that in a video. I probably didn't, because I think a lot of you would have corrected me. But like, why did I assume this would be probably the music video, right? Because there's Wolverine and Deadpool in it. Well, Hugh Grant. Is that Hugh Grant? Who's Hugh? Hugh Jackman. Oh my God. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. But on that note, I did a music video reaction to this for my patrons and channel members where I falsely claim that this is in the soundtrack. But I guess it's a song called Slash. Not me perpetuating false information. I'm sorry. Anyway, sound-wise, initially when I heard this song, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, the chorus needs something more. But then before the song even ended, I kind of forgot about that. I was just like, I like it. I like this song. It just has such an intriguing instrumental, and I love the boom. Like sometimes they're pronouncing the chuk, and then sometimes the chuk is actually a sound. A little variety. I like it, and it just sounds so cool in general. Also slightly violent. Hit you like a truck. I'm gonna make you fly. I like it. I love it, actually. Love it. Big booty bop. The song just makes me feel so cool. And then, of course, I have to show with you. I love that part. It's my favorite. As it should be. It's the killing point. So, yeah. Big booty bop. I already said that. Moving on. This is a B-side with no music video, but I said it counts on our list, so it counts on our list. I want to welcome you to Te Quiero by Kiss of Life. So, you know, actually, wait, this performance video has more of a storyline than most K-pop music videos recently. Some food for thought. Now again, I just will address quickly. I'm not reviewing STAYC because I reviewed it in the last video accidentally because it came out technically July 1st, but for me it was June 30th. Time zones. It confuses the hell out of me every single time. But it was, spoiler alert, skip now. It was Big Booty Bop. Loved it, still love it. Amazing summer release. But back to this beautiful B-side. It sounds like I'm talking about someone's butt. It starts off with the girls posed like statues as a man watches them. Belle then narrates, I guess the time has come. We have to go. Which reminded me so much of 21 I Love You intro by CL, where she's like, when you feel like there's no way out, love is the only way. And it also has a similar sultry vibe. The songs are quite different, I acknowledge that, but just within the intro, okay, hear me out. I'm already done, it doesn't matter. The song then starts playing an instrumental that is the epitome of like a beautiful summer night. They basically sing about their love, their desire for their love interest. I don't know how to quit, boy. In Spanish. I fell in love with the song as soon as I just heard a snippet on TikTok. I wasn't anticipating to just like, you guys know me. I don't generally listen to albums all that much. I'm a title track girly and pre-releases. If there's a music video to keep my interest, I will try to listen to it. But to sit there and listen to an album, I don't have the attention span to do that. All the songs end up molding into one, and then I don't understand what I just listened to. It's the same. I've been into fragrance recently. It's the same thing. I smell a bunch of fragrances. I'm like, what did I just smell? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is overwhelming and I don't like it anymore. This is another song, however, that I feel had some early 2000s vibes to it that just made it so addictive, paired with, you know what I'm about to praise? The vocals. What? You guys don't understand how much I love this song. It's beautiful in so many ways. Like, the song itself is perfect. The vocals are perfect.
I guess the time has come. We have to go.
Belle or Julie, they have a similar voice, not necessarily singing voice, but like voice, speaking voice. Duh, Angelina.
Let's go somewhere.
The intonation in their voices, like the way they're pronouncing it as well, feels kind of early 2000s, feels a little Britney-esque. I like can't help but be surprised each time. And then that build up in the chorus. So needless to say, big booty bop, but we didn't finish the storyline. So, okay, so the guy seems to be watching them the whole time, but then suddenly they're statues again. So I actually don't know about the storyline, but you can let me know your theories in the comments. Let's talk about Cherry on Top by BINI, who are actually from the Philippines and Francophone, question mark.
If you want it sweet, sugar on lock. If you want it spice.
So immediately as it started playing, I was kind of reminded of New Jeans, but with more of like a 70s flair. And actually, this is my first time listening to the group. I just saw the music video in my recommended and thought, let's give it a go. Why not? I like mentions of fruits and stuff, so Cherry on Top. I actually thought this was a solo artist at first, just like BINI, you know? And then from the beginning, we only see one member, so I was bamboozled, but I digress. So this is a very positive song about self-confidence, as the first time is literally, my presence is a present. And then within the chorus, they talk about how they are the cherry on top. Now, on that note, just a little anecdote here. Does anyone remember like those second gen jokes where it's like cherry on top on TOP? And then there was like a super niche BAPX Big Bang joke where people were like, oh, like pretty pleased with the cherry tomato on top, because back in like BAP's first show or whatever, there was this one obscure clip of Zello saying cherry tomatoes are his. Does anyone remember that? Pretty pleased with the cherry tomato on top. TOP, wink wink, you get it? Anyways, enough about my life story. Oh my god. The whole francophone thing, by the way, is in reference to the line, talking French, I'll keep you guessing. So does anyone know, are they actually francophone? I would love to know. This was a very enjoyable song. I enjoyed the rap parts. Everything was quite nice. See, like, isn't this a little bit reminiscent of Super Shy? But then the song, again, goes a little bit more 70s. 70s? Where did I get that from? Anyways, I'm going to put this song into second gen vibes. Katseye released a song called Touch, which I've been informed Despite this being their second release, they haven't even debuted yet.
But you've been so out of touch, little about you way too much.
I totally forgot about the concept of pre-releases. Like, somebody commented, because I said Katseye had to come back with Touch. And people were like, they didn't even debut. Did they even debut yet? They didn't even. I thought people were playing stupid. Like, yeah, did you guys not hear their song Debut where they say it's not a debut? Haha, funny because that's their debut. I totally forgot about the concept of pre-releases, and like Audrey and I harped on this in the podcast about pre-releases. It left my noggin. I'm not even kidding. So I'm reading all these comments like, did they even debut? They didn't even debut. And I'm like, you guys, like, what, you're claiming to like this group and you don't even pay attention? What the hell? It's all semantics. Damn it. Anyways, Touch is another pre-release. Even though to me they came back. They left for a week and came back. I loved this song at the first note. At the first note, I heard it and I thought, this is so amazing. I love it. I'm loving this direction. Not that I didn't like Debut, but I think if I remember, it took a little bit of time to grow on me. But this, immediately love. Immediately in my play, well, not immediately because it hadn't come out yet, but as soon as it came out, immediately in my playlist. A lot of people are saying it sounds like a NewJeans and i-dle song. Maybe that's why I like it. There's just such a fun early 2000s vibe to this song. I was waiting by the phone, but then I lost interest and you lost your chance. The choreography as well is perfect too. Like, they have this weird bending move, which is, it's just so fun. I love it. And then another move where they're like touching each other's faces. I would personally hate that. Luckily, not my circus. This is another song that is going into Big Booty Bop. Let's check out Weekly's summer comeback with Lights On. Immediately we're met with some light vocals. I'll see myself out. But for real, they were quite sweet, and the melody of the verses are cute too. Very light. Do you know what I mean? So Soompi describes this song as an upbeat pop dance track with a groovy beat and encapsulates the passion and refreshing energy of summer. On a random note, one of the members had blue hair and it felt very third gen, because I feel like it used to be so common that like every comeback somebody would have blue hair in any given group at any given time, even in fourth gen. But these days people are more into, I would say, natural colors or orange. Did anyone notice that? Like, if I saw someone with pink hair, I think I'd be K-pop shocked at this point. Like, we haven't had a pink haired girly in a long time. So everyone's gonna be like, so and so, everyone had, I don't know anything. It's fine. Digressing. So unfortunately, despite my intrigue with the verses, I just wasn't a fan of the chorus of this song, which is a shame because I even enjoyed the second verse. Not that it's bad or anything, it just wasn't my thing. So I'm gonna put this song into YG's Dungeon. I think if it simmered a little bit more. But you know what this song reminds me of? Tag Me. And I couldn't like put my finger on it, but then I was like, no, Tag Me, which was their debut, right? I loved Tag Me so much, such a fun song. And I think there's Tag Me's essence within this song, I think. Okay, now we have Taeyeon's Heaven. My prediction, heavenly vocals, was, there's no question. Like, I wasn't even like, I'd be shocked if there wasn't at this point. So of course we start off with dreamy vocals and oddly bloody imagery, with the Soompi describing the song as a dance pop song that is cheerful and dreamy. And I'm definitely hearing that with some retro-ish instrumentals. So there was this one lyric that said, I'll believe it when I feel it, which I thought was interesting because it's usually like, you know, I'll believe it when I see it, which felt like expectedly unexpected to me. But the music video was delightful with weird apples made of hair, super interesting visuals. Always love SM's vision, the whole shebang. I just wasn't a fan of the sound personally, just a bit too funky for me, so I'm gonna skip. Let's move on to Dreamcatcher and their song Justice. Music starts off with text that reads, may they descend as heralds of justice to exterminate evil from the world and guide those sacrificed by evil to their rightful fate, for the soul swallowed by the abyss of malevolence. And I was like, Is that like a Bible verse? Where is that from? I don't know. Did they invent that? But the instrumental was sick. I was like, oh, okay. I actually thought this song would be like, no, I didn't actually think that, but like the song initially sounded like a hip hop song. Justice, Dreamcatcher. Right? When the drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. But then it ends up being like the very iconic, dark, and majestic Dreamcatcher sound. So there's like this vocal editing in the chorus, which I thought sounded so retro and cool. I think the song sounds kick-ass. And usually, as I mostly say for Dreamcatcher songs, it's not really what I'm drawn to, but I'm gonna put this one in second gen vibes. If it randomly played, I don't think I would skip it. NCT 127 are back with Walk. Now, how do I say this? The song starts off exactly as you would envision it would start. Like, as soon as it started, I was like, yeah, that sounds like NCT. But then, actually, this is the most un-NCT song I've ever heard in my life. Of course, we still have, like, beautiful vocals. It does still, right, feel R&B. But, like, there's no weird vocal editing while everyone is singing in unison, which makes it very un-SM. Here's the proof. Who is this? I've never heard this group in my life. Anyways, needless to say, I love it. I'm sorry. I love this song so much. It sounds so cool. It makes me feel so cool. The song starts and we're immediately thrown into the first verse. There's no time to really simmer, which is fine. It's just an observation. I love that. I love that. And then I love Mark's rap. This song was actually perfect. It was perfect to me. There is like a little bit of a switch up at the end, but it's perfect. Perfectly built up to. The ad-libs in the background feels really 90s to me, and big booty bop straight into my playlist. I actually really like this song. Enhypen had to come back with XO, Only If You Say Yes. The members start off by playing rock, paper, scissors, which, what exactly were they playing to win? I don't know. Was it just for fun? Do people actually just play that for fun? Am I losing touch of reality? Of course people play that for fun. I'm like, no, people like only play that to win something. Like rock, papers, I'll play you rock. Do people play that for fun? I don't know. Anyways, the winning member walks away, but then kind of gets hit by a passing car while simultaneously turning into a bunch of birds. It's a storyline. I'm not complaining. Then we have a beautiful pool scene, double intrigue. The instrumental feels a little nostalgic and magical right off the bat. And then we hear the XO and it's kind of glitching, which I like. A little hyper poppy, if we may. And then kind of stopped being like that, but then we do get it back within the chorus. Actually, this song really reminded me of ATEEZ's Aurora. What do you think? The lyrics are interesting because it's kind of like kiss me, don't say no, but then like the title's like parenthesis only if you say yes, and then they're like I'll ask for your permission, so they were really like it's an expression, don't misunderstand us. I actually heard some snippets of this song through dance challenges and I didn't like it then, but listening to it on its own I was like it's a lot catchier than I anticipated. I would have loved this song to be a little bit more hyper poppy, kind of like the chorus. So I'm going to put this song into YG's Dungeon. Let's take a look at Jimin's CHUU. The music video has Jimin on a street at night and a car on fire drives past him. But he doesn't care as he starts to serenade us with beautiful guitar playing in the background. I love this type of guitar. It's my favorite. It's kind of giving like In Sync. Would you be my girlfriend? There's such a specific 90s vibe to this song, to the point I was wondering if there's a sample in it. Either way, I quite liked it, so I'm going to put it into second gen vibes. Next up, we have Kara's I Do, I Do. Originally, I thought this song was the one that featured Kuhara's vocals, but that's actually Hello. I Do is described by Soompi as an exciting summer song with a rhythmic tempo and refreshing vocals. It kind of reminded me a bit of a mix between Into the New World by Girls' Generation and A-Pink's My My for some reason. A really cute, uplifting summer song. Personally, I'm not super drawn to it, so I'm unfortunately going to skip it. Okay, so XG released a song called Something Ain't Right, so let's talk about it. This is another song that just has like this late 90s, early 2000s vibe to it. So not only sound-wise, but subject matter too. I think even with Touch by Katseye, it kind of, I don't know, it reminds me of Say My Name by Destiny's Child. Like, not that they sound the same, but just the subject matter. Like, something isn't right. You must be cheating. Like, what's going on here? Also, I found that Harvey sounded different because she appeared on camera, but like half her face was covered. I'm like, this member sounds like Harvey, only to find out that it was Harvey. So I feel like her tone has toned down a bit, if that makes sense. So anyways, according to a marketing email that I received, the music video's concept is based on the concept of XG hiding their alien instincts while living everyday lives. It depicts the members of XG in human form suddenly discovering special abilities, leading to chaos in the city. The video highlights unknown anomalies and secrets hidden in everyday life, perfectly aligning with the title, Something Ain't Right. As usual, it's such a fun song, and I'm always in love with XG's styling and vision. XG's use of fun colors is really a modern take on second gen K-pop, because we have this super fun accessories pairing colors you wouldn't think to pair together. So it's quite refreshing to see, and I love it. I find it's like a modernized, fresh take on that. As for me, I'm gonna put this song into Cup of Milk. So we're officially done with the review portion of this video. Now we're going to talk about my top 10 songs of the month, whether or not they came out this month. So number 1, Sticky Kiss of Life. Number 2, Still by Bryn. Number 3, I only listened to this song a couple days ago. I don't know how to get it. It was so high. But anyways, we have Hot Mess by aespa, Tick Tick Boom by Stray Kids, Don't by Itaewon, then Underground by 5e, Jump by Tyla, Debut by Katseye, and Rockstar by Lisa. Those are my top 10 songs of the month. Feel free to share your favorite and least favorite songs of the month as well. Any recommendations you might have. As for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys in another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis, who also got to see this video early. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!